Hello and welcome to the Portal Connector for Dynamics CRM How-To Series. Today we're going to look at how to create a form. In order to do that, we first need to log into the administration area of Sitefinity. So, assuming you have admin privileges, log in with your username and password, and you'll come to the dashboard page. Now the first thing we want to make sure is that we have access to the right entities in Dynamics CRM. So, up top under the Portal Connector, we can go to CRM Entities, and here we'll see a list of all the entities that we have linked to in CRM. If there's one here that we don't have that we need, we click Create a CRM Entity, and voila, you will see all of the entities from CRM. But in this case, we're going to work with the contact record, and we're going to create a simple form that allows us to add a new contact into CRM. So, what we do is we go to Content and choose Forms. Here are a list of some forms that are already created, but I want to create a new form, so I click Create a Form. And I give it a name. I'm going to say Add Contact. Click Create and go to Add Content. And now I'm in the Form Designer. First thing that I need to do is switch from the Content options to the Layout options. And what I need to do is, down here in the lower right, under the Portal Connector, I need to drag an element onto this area of the form. And what this means is inside of this box is where I'm going to put all of the fields that I want to link to Dynamics CRM. It's important that you drag over this element onto your page because this is what tells the Portal Connector that the things inside of this box connect to an entity in CRM. If you don't bring this on, then the Portal Connector does not know what entity it wants to connect to. Now I can create a more dynamic layout than just one big wide form. I can actually switch over here to my multi-column forms, or elements that is, and drop them on and create very flexible and rich form layouts. Once I have the design that I want, I can switch back over to Content, and now I can drag over the fields onto my form. And the first one I want is the first one in my list of Portal Connector widgets, and that's the Form Configuration widget. I drag that onto that inside of that box I talked about, so it knows that this is a CRM entity, and I need to tell it now which entity I want this form to be based on. And I chose Contact, and click Save. Now, using the many different widget options I have here, and the easiest one to work with is the text field. I drag and drop that on for my first name, and I drag and drop this one on for a last name, and maybe I'm going to add birth date, so I'll drag and drop that in the right spot. Maybe I also want the person to be able to specify their gender, and how about their email address, and I'll drag and drop that on as well too. So I've dragged those fields on, and now I have to link them to the appropriate fields on the contact record. So for this first field, I'll click Edit. And in my CRM attribute drop-down list, here are all of the text and numeric fields in the CRM contact record that I can link this field to. I'll choose first name and click Save. And then for this one, I'm going to choose last name. Scroll down through my list, choose last name, click Save. Now in this case, because I put on the date time widget, it knows and is only going to show me options for fields that are date time types. In this case, I'll choose birthday. And then under Pick List, I'll choose Edit. And again, it's only going to show me fields within the contact record that are of the type of a pick list or an option set. In this case, we'll choose gender. And then finally, I want people to be able to enter their email address, so I'll choose Edit in the drop-down list, and I'll go down to email address and click Save. And then finally, I've got the Submit button, which was automatically added to the form, and I'm going to drag it over here to the right, maybe make it a little bit bigger, change it from small to large, and I'm going to change the text to say Add Contact. And save. Now I've created my form, and one last thing that I can do over here on the right, I can choose the settings of the form. and I can specify whether I only want to allow one form entry per IP address or logged in users, or allow an unlimited number of entries by whoever can access this form. And I can also, on the successful submission of the form, show a message, and I can change that message, or I can redirect to an entirely different page if I want. And then I can also be notified by email if somebody fills out the form, and alternate people can be added to that list as well. And then I can also specify the placement of the labels. Right now I'll leave them at top. Once I've done that, I go on the top left and I click Publish, and now my form is ready to be added to a page. That's it. That's simple. For more information about how to use the Portal Connector, you can check out more of our videos on our YouTube page or on our website, crmportalconnector.com, or drop us an email at info@crmportalconnector.com, or call us at 1-877-728-5457. Thank you very much.